Right. Right.
We want like school university recognize my one of New York under the honor. Sabbath Service. Mike. Lay up the olive. This is for everybody. Mighty, welcome your husband down. We strive to fix the east. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, then in English, the Lord's Prayer. I'm enough. About the mic.
Yeah.
Our Father, John heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. On earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us. We, for thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. This is the power, your hope. By Shem Yahweh, for sure. The thunder now. Call on the water. That's the heart. I'm the church of right. The I will call water to my olive. Your house. The name of your house shall. Please give us the power to heal. All man is sick. All man is disease. Power to cleanse the left. Power to raise the dead. Power against the unclean spirit. Cast them out. The name of your house shall. So be it. Thank you, so be it. This is blessed Israel. Your house. Shem Yahweh shall. Rock enough. That's the out. Rock. Shem Yahweh shall. And then the house. The name of your house shall. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of your house shall. Thank you. So be it. This is Psalms 121. I will lift up my eyes into the hill. What's coming my help? What's coming my help? My help comes from your house. Made heaven and earth. Made heaven and earth. You will not suffer that foot to be moved. You will not suffer that foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee, he that keepeth will not slumber. Will not slumber. Behold, behold, he that keepeth Israel, shall neither slumber nor sleep. And how was thy keeping? How was thy keeping? And how was thy shade upon thy right hand? How was thy shade upon thy right hand? Sun shall not smite thee by day. Sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Nor the moon by night. And how shall reserve thee from all evil? From all evil. He shall reserve thy soul. And how shall reserve thy going out? And coming in. This time forevermore. This is Psalm 83. Out of height. Out of yellow. Out of yellow. Out of rock. Out of rock. Out of squat. Oh, ah, Yahana. 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 How many one? How many one? How much tonight? How much tonight? That's an hour. That's an hour. I remember. I remember. Why? Your eyes to the bar. Your eyes to the bar. Out is up the window. Out is up the window. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. The cow. Cow. The cock. The cock. The dog. Dog. The up. The up. The car. The car. Show me that. Show me that. I was. I was. Yeah. Yeah. I to the wall. La. The cover. Cut. On your cup. On your cup. Or yeah. Or yeah. Rock. Like a rock. I hold you. Hold. At a wall. At a wall. It's my eye out of you. Or it's my eye out of you. I'm out. I'm guard. I'm guard. Ball. Ball. I'm one. I'm one. Lock. The lock. On the shop. The shop. I'm your shop. The shop. The wall. The wall. Come out. Come out. Number one. The walk. The walk. The walk. The walk. The walk. Under the walk. Under the walk. La. La. I should have hung. I should have hung. Mighty. Mighty. That's the up. That's the up. Yeah. On the call. On the call. Oh, yes. What? Yes. That's the mud. That's the mud. I yonder. I yonder. And you walk. And you walk. The mud. The mud. I dump. I dump. Your thumb. Your thumb. Yeah. Yeah. Rough. Because the apple. Because the butt. Because the butt. Up at the door. And it's long line. Call to say come. Call to say come. What? Shut. More. More. And you're shut. And you're shut. What? What? Up. Up. What? What? The height. The height. The height. The height. And your thumb. The thumb. The gobble. The gobble. The foot. What? The premier. The cup. The up. Up. The iron. The iron. The iron. The iron. Got a hot. Got a hot. Got a hot. Got a hot. Hurry. Hurry. Come. With that. What's the iron? What's the iron? What's the pot? What's the pot? Hello. Hello. Up. On your hump. On your hump. On the water. Where you wash. You got. You got. You hold. You hold. Wash. Where you hold. Where you hold. Where you park. Where you park. Where you find. Where you ride. Where you iron. Where you iron. Yeah. 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 Keep not thy silence over your house. Keep not thy silence over your house. Hold not thy peace. Hold not thy peace. Be not still over your house. Be not still over your house. Hello. I didn't make a total. I didn't make a total. They didn't hate me. They didn't hate me. Have lifted up the head. Have lifted up the head. They have taken craft to counsel. Against thy people. Against thy people. You can solve against the hated one. Against the hated one. They have said, come, let us take them up. Come, cut them off. Let's cut them off. We're in the nation. We're in the nation. In the name of Israel. In the name of Israel. And we no more remember. We no more remember. They have consulted together. They have consulted together. One consent. One consent. They are perfected against thee. They are perfected against thee. The tabernacles of evil. The tabernacles of evil. I'm Lord. Have you ready? Ball. The Philistines. The Tyree. Ashes also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. They have hope in the children of Lot. A lot. You want to them. You want to them. To the Midianites. Not the Midianites. See your bed. The sun. The Paris and Endor. They became a dump of the earth. Make that nose like a wreck. Make that nose like a wreck. Like that. Yeah. All that prince. That's a vibe. That's the moon. That's the moon. Who said, let's take to ourselves. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Possession. Oh my power. Like a wind. Like a wind. Like the sun before the wind. Fire burning the wood. That's fire burning the wood. The flame sets the mountains on fire. And the flame sets the mountains on fire. So curse you without tips. Make them afraid. Make them afraid. Without storm. Without storm. Build their face with shame. They may seek thy name. They may seek thy name. Oh, yeah. Let them be profound. Let them be profound. Yeah. We put the shame. Let me put the shame. That men may know. That men may know. God's name is alone. It's the house. The most high. So be it. This is the blessing. Barakatah Yahweh.
I'm walking.
Bless you, your house.
Bless you, your house.
And house,
And your house.
and
And
the general,
off.
true, and the house,
The house.
and then your house,
And your house. Thank you, Lord.
These are the blessings. Curses life. Blessings are in your house.
Blessed are you, your house.
Kingdom of heaven and earth.
Kingdom of heaven and earth.
All things live.
All things live.
House. And then your house,
And your house.
What's next?
Think what's next.
That evil is cursed.
That evil is a curse. Punishment and destruction to the evil.
That speak against us.
To speak against us.
By prophet.
By prophet.
Teach.
Prince.
Preach.
Preach.
Israelite brother.
Israelite brother.
And school.
And school.
That evil is cursed.
The evil is a curse.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction to the evil.
And shake loose the trust.
Shake loose the trust.
The Israel.
Of Israel.
Refuse to get to the school.
That refuse to get to the school. Or stand Christian.
Like sanctuary.
And like sanctuary.
Evil is cursed.
The evil and curse.
Destruction.
Punishment and destruction. The evil.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
Cautious.
Cautious.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our age.
All the governments are in.
And like synagogues and armies.
And like synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church. Pope.
Islam.
Christianity. Italian. Religion. Ku Klux Klan. American nation. Skinhead. Baptist. Witchcraft. And the space program. Native. And Marine. Wall Street. And open up the internet. And the airway. Take Lexus channel. And the radio channel. The big spirit. And many of our people.
That seek to stop us.
Seek to stop us.
Great
Great destruction.
All the heathen.
All the heathen.
Stand in the way.
Stand in the way.
Stop us.
Try to stop us.
Broadcasting your word.
Broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
All planet.
All planet.
Go to and fro.
All to go to and fro. You are
Consume them.
Consume them.
The plague.
Let the plague.
The house of peace.
Take the house of
And the
peace.
word.
And the word.
The house of shot.
Like a house shot.
The gate.
Michael Gage.
Come down with flying sauce.
Come down with the flying sauce.
The punish all the heathen.
Punish all the heathen.
Go up against us.
Go up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Let it be known.
Let it be known.
By all. It is the angel that has done
It is the angel that has done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause it to shake thy coming.
Cause it to shake thy coming.
Have a shot.
Name have a shot.
You always.
And you always.
will be.
So be it.
Yahweh, since I said. And I mentioned first try.
Ayakayo, Pangad, Panyasdala.
Ayakiyo, Bangay, Banyata.
Yamasa, Parakata.
How about you Sabbath? You want the book? We started off in Deuteronomy 14, 3 and 9, first in the Hebrew, and then in the English. Deuteronomy 14, 3 and 9.
Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 3 in the Hebrew. The call. The La'ibah, verse 4. The Abahama, Shar. The Akowa, Shawards, Shahab, the Shabi, the Shah, as the young, verse 5. The Yom, return of the Yah, yet from the war. The Aqua, with the Yashan, with the An, was a Mar, verse 6. Oh, the Haba, for a Sa, which is a I, Josai, Shafia, for a Sawa, Ma'ayla, the Ra, the Bahama, the Akowa, verse 7. The Akowa, Ma'alia, Hagamra, Mama part, Parayasya, Aparasa, Ashawai, Akmo, Amanaba, Ashapan, Kaya, Ma'ayla, Ra, Ama, Parasa, Aparayaswa, Ayam, Ma, the come, verse 8. Akasiyar, Kaya, Parayas, Parasa, Wala, Ra, Ma'a, come, Mother Sharon, Kowa, One Balatham, the Gaiba, there's none. Saha, the Kowa, Shar, Young, Kowa, Shar, the Ba, it's another yard. Pasha. Wash Pasha, the Kowa.
Read 14 and 3 and 9 in the English.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. Verse 4. These are the beasts which ye shall eat: the ox, the sheep, and the goat. Verse 5. The hart, and the roebuck, and the fallow, and the fallow deer, and the wild goat, and the pygarg, and the wild ox, and the chamoy. Verse 6. And every beast that parteth the hoof, and cleaveth the cleft into two claws, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that ye shall eat. Verse 7. Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the cloven hoof, as the camel, and the hare, and the coney. For they chew the cud, but divide not the hoof. Therefore they are unclean unto you. Verse 8. And the swine, because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass. Verse 9. These ye shall eat of all that are in the water. All that have fins and scales shall ye eat. And that's it.
It's like about this country when people say, oh, you gotta do is free with your food. You see what I'm saying? Free with your food, you can eat whatever you want to eat. It's actually in the law. Like, I know here in Baltimore, crabs and shrimp, it's a big thing. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is saying out of the sea, you see what I'm saying, out of the waters, like whatever you eat has to have fins and scales. You see what I'm saying? Like, we wonder why people got so much gout and so many different health problems and stuff like that, because we're eating the things that the Lord set forth to clean. not only to clean the earth, but he told us not to eat.
Come.
So the thing is, when we don't do what the Lord say, there are consequences to it, and we face it. You know what I'm saying? So right now, just going over the doctrine, like what we can and what we can't eat according to the Lord.
You gotta realize, most I should be about 28, 15, out in the heart. Like God said, all these Christians are. That's exactly true. Can't eat too much. Children of Israel, you under God's law. Other nations do what they want to do. You, God said, He gonna punish free. Very important. If you do not break God's law, I said, if we like it, then choose right. Right is equal to the right. Come. I got Deuteronomy 14 and 10. Right, set that up in our registry.
Right, Yahweh, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yashah.
Right, yeah. How
Yahweh, Ban Yashah. Yahweh, Shem Yashah, Barakatah.
about Shem Yashah? Read Deuteronomy 14 and 10 through 16 in the Hebrew and then in the English.
This is the book of Deuteronomy. I mean, Deuteronomy. I'm Bible to the This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 10 in the Hebrew. We'll call Ashar, Ayan, Lawa, Sanatyar, when a Shah, the Shak, La'a, the Akola, Tama'a, Hawa'a, Lakam, verse 11. Call, Tazakibor, Tahawra, the Akola, verse 12. Waza, Ashar, La'a, the Akola, Maham, Hanashar, Waha Paraps, Waha Izanya, verse 13. Waha Ra'a, Wa'a, Ha'aya, Waha Wahadya, Lama Yana, verse 14. Wa'a, call, Ira, Lama Yanwa, verse 15. Wa'a, Ba, Haya, Aina, Wa'a, Hatha, Mats, Wa'a, Hasha, Wa'a, Hanataza, Lamayana, Wa, verse 16. Ah, Hakawas, Wa'a, Hayanasha, Wa, Waha, Tanasha, Ma. And that's it.
And we read Deuteronomy 14 and 10 through 16 in the English.
Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 10. Whatsoever have not fins and scales, ye may not eat. It is unclean unto you. Verse 11. Of all clean birds you shall eat. Verse 12. And these are they of which you shall not eat: the eagle, and the ossifrog, and the osprey. Verse 13. And the glede, and the kite, and the vulture after his kind. Verse 14. And every raven after his kind. Verse 15. And the owl, and the nighthawk, and the cacao, and the hawk after his kind. Verse 16. The little owl, and the great owl, and the swan.
Right. So, if I may, and you have to also remember too that not only are these animals unclean, the nations around them were eating these things. You got to remember that nations around, when they came to the land, shalom. The nations around that were in that land were doing these things. They were eating these abominable creatures. Okay, they were putting it in their foods. They were making sacrifices. They were eating these things. So, it's just like what they're doing today. And that's another reason why those nations had to leave. Remember, if you were breaking the laws in that land, their land will eventually spit you out. Okay, eventually it's going to spit you out. And that's what was going on. They were doing abominable acts, they were eating unclean things, and the land eventually spit them out.
Right, come, let that shop in that register.
Rather come. Banyak tahu.
Banyak.
Apa sebenarnya orang tahu?
Read Deuteronomy 14 and 17 through 23. The Hebrew is in the English.
Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 17. Wa'ah. Harakam. Wa'ah. Hashalak. Hashal. Verse 18. Verse 18. Wahakas Yada. Lama yana. Verse 19. Wako. Shirak to that. I were what? To my become la the uphold what? Verse 20. Hold. I walk to award the uphold. Verse 21. La the uphold. Hold. Nabala. Bagar. Ashar. Bashai. Rayak. Rakub.
the enough. What a cold, what a collab. No down.
Come, sir.
A what? Car. Then a party. Yeah.
Well, they went out.
And a correct.
Captain Warren's back there.
Card. Then a card, yeah. Yeah. Then a card, yeah. Yeah. Iron. For the wash. I mean, for the wash, for the wash. The Yahweh. Alahaya. Alahaya. I'm sorry. Alahaya. La'a. The show. The died. Died here. Told by the collab. I'm a what? I'm more. What? I'm a what? Verse 22. I shar. Hold. The what? The what? I mean, the right. The right cup. Taga Shanub, verse 23. What Kalak. Laganya, Lapanya, Yahweh, Alahayat, Alahayat, Bama, Ashar, the car, the Shekan, Shamar, Sam, Ma'ashar, the not, they are rush. We tada, of a club, of a rock, for what, for a cop, tada, wood, tada, not, and a club, tada, and a club. My iron, the mind, Yahweh, Alahayat, oh, the young.
The English. Deuteronomy 14 and 17.
Deuteronomy 14, verse 17. In the pelican, in the guy eagle, come on, run. Verse 18. In the stork, in the heron, after her kind, and the lapwing, in the bat, verse 19. And every creeping thing that flies is unclean unto you. It shall not be eaten. Verse 20, but of all clean fowls you may eat. Verse 21, you shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. That means that if you got a clean animal, it dies of itself, it is now unclean to you.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? That's what this is saying. So like you got like a deer, or you got like a thing, you see them fish that turned up there in the ocean and stuff like that. You ain't had to hunt it. That's not unclean to you. Something caused it to die of itself. You shouldn't eat it. You see what I'm saying? So you should not eat of anything that died of itself. Thou shalt give it unto the stranger that is in thy gates. You understand? So you better not eat it, but you can give it to the stranger. You can, if you're a fisherman, don't sell it to your brother. You sell it to the leaders. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? They do it to us. Like their meats are fresh. And they have their meats, and then they have our meats. So we go to the market and we eat what they want to get. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is telling us, when we run the thing, this is how we're going to do them.
Like, as you know, and it's so true, we go to our market. We swore the day
Come.
we prayed, start turning black, you know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing exactly. Like you just said, man, they're selling us the bad news. That day, all day, we know it's going to break a lot of people. Like, we got that law. We can feed that trash in the revelation. They eat it, but we can't give it to our brothers. Can't sell it to our brothers. So,
And it's so heavy. I feel it too. It's so heavy because here's the thing. I don't know if y'all seen this, but they had, how everybody look at the Amish. They look at the Amish and say, man, they got fresh food and all that stuff is so good. They just had a video out with the Amish. He unpackaged some carrots. The same carrots you can get from Giants or the supermarket near you. He unpackaged them and put them in a Ziploc bag as if they grew. You see
That's
what I'm saying?
crazy.
But he's not going to give that to the Amish people. He's going to give that to you and I. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing, you think you're going out there and you buying good meats and you think you're buying good fruits and vegetables from the Amish because they're so trustworthy. And all they're doing is repackaging.
It's
You
crazy.
see what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. Like you got videos out here showing you. They caught the dude. I mean, he's sitting there, he literally tore the character
It's crazy.
and was putting it in a sandwich bag.
That's crazy. That's
what the Lord
crazy.
says, thou shalt give them to the stranger that is in thy gates, that he may eat it, or thou mayest sell it to an alien. But thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not seed a kid in his mother's milk. You see what I'm saying? Verse 22, thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed, that the field bringeth forth year by year. Verse 23, and thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thy oil, and the firstlings of thy herds and of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear the Lord thy God always.
I'm feeling so heavy that that's my prayer is so heavy. Nowadays, a ruling, nobody will ever eat what they want to eat. Everybody's going to keep the law. Won't be able to eat that bread and that cake. Lots of shrimp, we won't be able to eat none of that. All laws are going to be kept by force of the king. You might as well practice it right back down.
Yeah, but
Yes, a while back, years ago, I was told it wasn't corn, but it was wheat. Wheat and garden,
say it again.
but it wasn't corn. Wheat.
Who was going? What was going?
But in the scripture it says corn. But that's not corn, because it wasn't even corn, it was wheat. So I'm asking your opinion on it.
Come. I mean, Khan. I mean, and the Hebrew word is the gun, so that can mean like wheat, cereal, or grain, or it could mean corn. Bible Kushavama.
not decide to run, present thyself in our registry. Not decide to run, but you have enough, you shall. Yeah, how about should I shall? You read Deuteronomy 14 and 24 through 29. Then Deuteronomy 14 and 1 through 2. Deuteronomy 15 and 1 through 2.
Deuteronomy chapter,
In Hebrews and in English.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 to 24. Yeah. Mumta. On the rock, yeah, I'm a cold, the aqua, the yeah, you're a flock. I'm a cub. I'm a perform, sure. You're a cub. A higher. A swim. Shumba, swim together. You're a car. You're a car. You have a higher, verse 25. You're not the third, but the sock, which has a rock, like a sock. The yard, wahala ka, all. I'm a one, a sure. You have a car, you have a higher, a why, 26. When at the third, a sock, cold, a sure. The wall, number shot, number 4, which has an onion. Will be your young, will be your car, will be cold, a short. That's your old, that's your a lot. Number shot, what a lot, shown, the hunger, your hour, how you what's my car, a third, will be a thought, 27. Well, hallelujah, sure. What's your argument, the eyes of Bunwa, the yeah, a young, the why, a lot. When a kala, I 28. What is up, the box. Daniel, what's the yeah? Go. My sure. The book. Oh, but you know, I have a car. But you are you? No. Hallelujah. Yeah. The young, what? What? On a kala. God, وهي تقوم وها على منا الشهر مش عارف وأقوى وشبايب لما عين يبقى ركع يقوى على حيض وقوم وعيشة ياك الشر the Aisha, Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 1, وقتزا by Shenya, the Aisha, and Matah, verse 2, Uzah, the bar, Amashata, Shemawat, Kal, Baal, Mashah, Yadwa, Shar, Isha, Ra'ayhu, La'ah, Yagat, Ra'ayhu, Wa'ah, Akayawa, Ya, Wa'ah, Shemata, like the Yahweh. That's it. Verse 24. If the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which the Lord thy God shall choose to set his name there, and the Lord thy God hath blessed thee.
Verse 25.
Verse 25. Then shalt thou turn it into money, and bind up the money in thy hand, and shalt go into the place which the Lord thy God shall choose. 26. Verse 26, and thou shalt bestow their money for whatsoever thou so lusteth after, for oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever thou so thy soul desire, and thou shalt eat there before the Lord thy God, and thou shalt rejoice thou in thine household.
27. Levite. And it's like in Levite, that is within thy gate. Thou shalt not forsake him. He has no part, nor inheritance with thee.
And verse 27, the Levite that is within thy gates, thou shalt not forsake him, for he have no part nor inheritance with thee.
Verse 28. In the end of 3 years, thou shalt bring forth all tithes of thine increase the same year, and shall lay it up within thy gates. Verse 29. And the Levite, because he has no part, no inheritance with thee, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow, which are within the gates, and thy gates, shall come, and shall eat, and be satisfied, that the Lord thy God may bless thee in all the works of thine hand, which thou doest. And we will start and finish at 15:1. At the end of every 7 years, thou shalt make a release. Yeah, for y'all, set thyself in our ranks.
Ayak kayo, banggat, bangyasal.
Yeah, for y'all, but God,
Yahaba sin yaw shabaraktam.
how about you, your shepherd? Now we read Deuteronomy 15:2-8. In the Hebrew and then the English.
Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 2. Reside, bar, Hashematah, what, call, Baal, Yeshua, Yad, Yeshua, Yeshua, or I, Yagad, I, Akiyawa, Yah, or Shematah, Yahweh, verse 3. Anakari, the God, Lashar, Yahweh, Lakah, Akia, the Shemai, Yad, verse 4. Apas, Yah, Yahya, Ka, Abiyah, the Yah, Rock, Yavaraka, Yahweh, Barazah, Shar, Yahweh, Hayat, the third, the Ka, Nakala, the Rashida, the Fa, the Ka, Ma, Shema, the Shemai, the Wall, Yahweh, Hayat, the Shemar, Aishawa, Call, Hamasawa, Shar, Naki, to the Wa, to the Ka, and Yahweh, verse 6. Yahweh, Hayat, the Ka, the Ashar, the Bar, the Ka, Wahai, Ta, who were young, Wahata, the Ibat, Mushalah, Brother was young, Babak, Mashola, except yeah, I'm the one, Makai, Akira, Makai, Ka, Barazak, Shar, Yahweh, Hayat, Son, Ka, the Matisa, the Bab, the Matisa, Yad, Ma'akiyat, Abiyah 1, verse 8. Kayad, Pata, 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 Yada, Yad, Nawab, Wahatazab, Wahai, Wahai, Fa, Wahai, Fa, the I, to the world. The I, the ton, the Makasawa, Makasar, Ashar, Makasarwa, Ashar, Asar, Lawa.
And we run 14, 15, 2, 8 and 8.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 15, verse 2. And this is the manner of the release. Every creditor that lendeth aught unto his neighbor shall release it. He shall not exact it of his neighbor or of his brother, because it is called the Lord's release. Verse 3. Of a foreigner thou mayest exact it again, but that which is thine with thy brother, thine hand shall release. Verse 4. Save when there shall be no poor among you, for the Lord shall greatly bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess. Verse 5. Only if thou carefully only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all these commandments which I command thee this day. Verse 6. For the Lord thy God blesseth thee, as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but thou shalt not borrow, and thou shalt reign over many nations, but they shall not reign over thee. Verse 7. If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates in thy land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother. Verse 8.
It's like, listen, this is so heavy right here, because listen, a lot of times, you know, because of the Christian church and because of the way people have us viewing our brothers, you see what I'm saying? Like, black, they Hispanics are our brothers. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't turn your hand away from our Hispanic brother and stuff like that, because the so-called white man got us thinking that they coming over here and taking our jobs. You know? Like, don't have that spirit or that attitude towards our own brother. You see what I'm saying? Like, you black, Hispanic, Native American, we all one family. We help each other. You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
And that's everybody, because the Lord is telling us, don't turn your hand against thy brother. You feel me? Like, we have to realize who we are and that we are a family. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't just help black people. You help Hispanics, you help your Cubans, your Puerto Ricans, you help all of them. You see what I'm saying? And that's what the Lord has called us to do.
Verse 8. But thou shalt open thine hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need, and that which he wanteth.
Right, Alan. Set that up in that direction.
You're right, y'all. Bunny, how would I bunny your salad?
You're right, Alan. On your how would I shop?
You're right, your Allah. Bunny, how would I bunny your salad?
You're right, Alan. On your how would I bunny your shop?
Yeah, how about shooting out with shop rock a thumb?
Yeah, how about you have shop? Now we read Deuteronomy 15 and 9 through 15. In the English, in the Hebrew, then in the English.
There's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 9 in the Hebrew. Hashamar, Lakab, Hun, Yahaya, Dabar, An, Labavka, Balayal, La'amar, Korabah, Shanah, Hashabai, Shanah, Hashamata, Waraiha, Ayanka, Ba'aktata, Ha'abayawan, Wala'ah, Satan, Lawa, Wakwara, Kora'ah, Al Yaka, Al Yahawa, Wahaya, Baika, Pata'ah, verse 10. Not the one, the thun, the wa, the Yarai, the babka, the thafka, the wa, haya, the galal, the dabar, hazah, yabaraka, yahawa, alahayaka, bakal, ma'aishaka, wabakal, mashamalak, yadka, verse 11. Kaya, la'a, yakadal, abayawam, bakorat, ha'aratiza, khan, anakya, matazawaka, la'amar, patak, tapatak, yadka, la'akyaka, la'anyaka, wala abayanka, ba'aratisaka, verse 12. Kaya, yamakar, laka, akyaka, ha'aibarya, awa, ha'aibarya, wa'aibadka, shasha, shanyam, waba shana, hashabai ya'ai, Kashalakkanwa, Kapashya, Aimak, verse 13. Wakaya, Pashalakkanwa, Kapashya, Aimak, La'a, Pashalakkanwa, Rayakwam, verse 14. Ayanayak, Ayanayak, Lawa, Mataza Anka, Wama Garanka, Wama Yakwabka, Ashar, Baraka, Yahawa, Alahayaka, the Thun, Lawa, verse 15. Was a Rakaf, Kaya, Ibad, Hayayah, Ba'arakaza, Matazarium, Waya Padka, Yahawa, Alahayaka, Khan, Anakya, Matazawaka, Hadabar, Hazah, Hayawam.
Deuteronomy 15, 9 through 16, and 8. Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 9.
Beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart, saying, the seventh year, the year of release is at hand, and thine eye be evil against thy poor brother, and thou givest him not, and he cry unto the Lord against thee, and it be sent unto thee. Verse 10. Thou shalt surely give him, and thine heart shall not be grieved, when thou givest unto him, because that for this thing the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thy works, and in all that thou puttest thine hand to. Verse 11. The poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, thou shalt open thine hand wide unto thy brother, to thy poor, and to thy needy in thy land. Like this is absolute brotherhood right here. You understand? That you sell your land and you get your land back. You see what I'm saying? You could have had a rough couple years. The Lord saying, give that man his land back, and when you do it, don't give it begrudgingly. Don't do it with an attitude like you doing him a favor. You doing it because I told you to. You see what I'm saying? Like when you doing something for your brother, man, it shouldn't be with an attitude of, damn, I gotta do this for him. You feel me? That's not the attitude the Lord wants you doing nothing with. You feel me? Like you should be happy to give and do for your brother according to the Lord. You feel me? Like anything that we do for the Lord, especially when we deal with our brother, we should never have attitudes with it. You see what I'm saying? The Lord said, I will bless thee, and I will bless thy hand. You feel me? The Lord is, you gotta realize, the Lord is looking at our attitudes as well, man. We can do things with a horrible attitude, and the Lord will judge us for that, man. So when you're doing stuff for your brothers, man, make sure you do it with the right attitude. Don't let Satan get in there, man. Come. No. It says, thou shalt open thy hand wide unto thy brother, to thy poor, and to the needy in thy land. Verse 12. And if thy brother and Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman be sold into thee and serve thee 6 years, then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee. Then it's saying verse 13. And when thou sendest, and real quick, when they say sold into them, it's not like they, we being slaves to each other. A lot of times when brother had a debt, and he was trying to pay off the debt and stuff like that, you feel me? Like you let him work his debt off in 6 years, but 7 years, you release him from that debt. It ain't like slavery with the so-called white man. You doing things for free and he beating and whipping you. So that's not what it is. This is a brother who had a debt and he working off the debt. Like you see what I'm saying? Like, let's say my business is flourishing. Well, let's say your Rod's business is flourishing and I had a rough couple of years. Rod say, hey, you want to work with me? You see what I'm saying? Like, and in these couple of years, you can work that debt off. You see what I'm saying? Not only am I working the debt off, I'm living well because I'm living with my brother. You see what I'm saying? And in the 7th year that is released. We ain't doing that under this oppression right now, man. He had us in debt for 30, 40 years, man. And we never get out of it. He always it's always a trick to the trade. See what I'm saying? Like you pay your house off, in 30 years. You retire. And let's say your 401 run out. So something run out, you can't pay your taxes on that house. Or your water bill gets you high. You feel me? He gonna put a lien on your property and he gonna come and take your house that you spent 30 years purchasing. You see what I'm saying? That's not how it's supposed to be, man. But under this oppressor, that's what happened. We should never be like that for each other. It says in verse 13, and when thou sendest him out from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty. See what I'm saying? Give him something, put something in his hands on his way. You feel me? Verse 14, thou shalt furnish him liberally out of thy flock, and out of thy gold, and out of thy wine press, of that wherewith the Lord thy God has blessed thee, thou shalt give it to him. Verse 15, and thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in the land of Egypt, and the Lord thy God redeemed thee. We all got to remember this, man. We are bondmen here in America. So we know how this oppressor, how he slaves over us, you feel me? We should never have that spirit. We should never be that way with our own brother, you feel me? Because we should remember how the so-called white man has done us. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to replicate that and be like that when we deal with each other, man. You see, God redeemed thee, therefore I command thee this thing today. Listen.
Yeah. You gotta realize that shit always look for practice right through the done and our attitude and stuff like that. So, the greatest commandment, besides loving God, so brother stuff. We always gotta be on point about that attitude, how we treat each other, make sure we treat each other the way we want to treat. Things like that, man. We should on point, we on God. Look for Satan. God keeping us anything. Oppressed by wise and man, we always have to take something out on your brother and sister. And we trying to be good, man. So we all got keep our mind strong and brotherly. Respect each other. That's it. Right. And always stand like that, but have to build our attitude. I try to talk to each other, how we get each other feel. You know what I'm saying? Always have a clean heart with each other. Yeah. Well, come, is that something I'm registered?
Well, come, banyak siya.
Banyak siya.
Apa siya siya.
Ya, apa siya kita? You want me to hear? Now we'll read Deuteronomy 15, 16 through 22 in the Hebrew and then in the English.
Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 16. Wahaya, Hayaha, Haya, Yakamar, Alahaya, Ba'a, Taza'a, Ma'ai, Ma'anayak, Ma'ain, Ma'ain Pa, Haya, Ahaba, 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 Wa'a, Wayata, Tayo, Tawab, Lawa, Lawa, I'm verse 17. Wala, I mean, wala, Ata, Kamaratadai, when a Pata, but Nawa, but a Zanwa, waba the Ma, Wahayaha, Wahaya, Lot, Waka, Iba, Iwalam, Wa'a, La'ama, the Aisha, Khan, verse 18. Ba'a, Yakwa, Ya, Basha, Ba'ai, Yanaka, Ba'ayanta, Ba, Shalaka, Shalaka, Shalakwa, the what? What? Passion. I'm a cut. Saya, shut, Shanya, Shana, Shakar, Shakayar, Abata, Shisha, Shashash, Shash, Shadayam, Babar, Wa, Babarak, Yahweh, Alahayata, Makol, Aishar, the Aisha, verse 19, Kol, War, Ashar, Yawalad, Babakwar, Barak, Babakar, Babakar, Rak, Babakwarak, Waba Taza, Waba Taza, Taza Anak, Taza An, there's a car, the quad, for the yacht, Love Yahweh. Ala Hayak. Ala Hayakah. The Ibar. The Ibar. The Bakar. Shawarah. Shawar. Wala the Zab. The Zab. The Kawar. Tada Anthem. Verse 20. The Panya Yahweh. Ala Hayak. Ala Hayakah. The line, what? Shana was enough from a woman, a shaw, your car, your power, a dove. What about your back? Verse 21. Wakaya. Hayapa. Yahaya. Kawa. Awam. Sak. Awa. Award. Ko. Mawam. Right. La'a. There's a back. There's a hunting word. There's a back now. La Yahweh. Ala Hayakah. Verse 22. Basha'ai yak. Basha'ai yak. The uphold. The what? The uphold. The line. What's my war, what's a war? The cardinal, the Tazabia. Yo. Yes.
Now we're reading Deuteronomy 15 and 17, 16, and 22.
Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 16. And it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee, in thine house, because he is well with thee. And 17. And thou shalt take it all, and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever. And also, this is pretty much saying, like, you ready to release him, he to work his dead off, like, man, I ain't going nowhere. He said, man, I love to hear with you, you know? He said, I'm going to work here with you, love me under you forever. You know what I'm saying? Put an all through his ear and let it be known, like, this is, he works, he's under my care. You see what I'm saying? And that's how it should be when you're working for a brother. You know what I mean? It should be to the point where you go, this brother been so good to you, I ain't even try to go back out there and see what's out there. You feel me? Like, that's how it should be when we doing stuff for each other, man. Say, then thou shalt take an awl and thrust it through his ear into the door, and he shall be thy servant forever. And also unto thy maid servant thou shalt be likewise. Verse 18. It shall not seem hard unto thee. Thou sendest him away from thee, but he had been worth a double hired servant to thee, and served thee 6 years, and the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all that he do. Verse 19. All the firstling males that come of thy herd and of the flock thou shalt sanctify unto the Lord thy God. Thou shalt do no work with the firstling of thy bullock, nor the shear, the firstling of thy sheep. Verse 20. Thou shalt eat it before the Lord thy God year by year in the place where the Lord shall choose, thou and thy household. Verse 41. And if there be any blemish therein, as if it be lame or blind or have any ill blemish, thou shalt not sacrifice it unto the Lord thy God. Verse 22. Thou shalt eat it within thy gates. The unclean and the clean person shall eat it alike, as a roebuck and as a hart.
When it's been real up our lungs, preparing to shoot for. How about sing out shout rock? Yeah. How about sing out shout rock? Yeah. Yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Yeah. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Yeah.
Everybody, somebody walk the Yahweh, which means rise and face the east. Lord, prayer in Hebrew, and in the English. Lord, prayer. No, Come on now. Behind. Let us have one. Oh. I'm sorry. Yeah. 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 I'm locked. That's about right. Come on.
Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth,
In earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us today
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Give us our debts.
Forgive us our debt,
As we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
Lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation,
But deliver us.
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom,
And the power.
and the power,
And the glory.
and the glory.
Forever.
Right?
So be it.
So be it.
This includes Sabbath service.
Yeah, how about Shimmy out shop rocket dog?
How about Shimmy out Shabbat thumb?
So which means turn. Sisters and mighty. In the Israel, we want the one greatest to see the sisters. In the Israel, mighty Shabbat, mighty, run. Yeah, Shabbat, Alabama, mighty Shimmy out shop. Yeah, different time. Dismiss. Class dismiss.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're